Hello, Missouri Mama here. My name is Nina, and today we are going to work on some decluttering. Sashing? Something like that. So I'm going through my palettes and I'm going to put some... I'm pretty much going through and figuring out what I want to keep, and then there's going to be some that I think I'm going to get rid of. And I say think I'm going to get rid of because there is a chance I will pull them back if I find that I regret putting them off to the side to get rid of. But I'm going to try not to. So we shall see what happens. So let's get on into the decluttering and see how I do. Alright, so got a couple more categories. So we got greens. I don't have a lot of greens. I have the e.l.f. bite-size hot jalapeno. Just cute. Got me this for Christmas. Look how cute it is. It is so cute. This ain't going anywhere. So darling. She Glam Harry Potter Slytherin palette. This is so precious. I'm keeping that one. ColourPop Super Bloom. This is such a pretty palette too. I like this bright green. Keeping that. ColourPop Meant to Be. Very pretty. Keeping that one. BH Cosmetics Avocado Toast. This one does have a lot of like neutrally tones in it, but it's mostly green, and that's what I'll be using most of it for. I'm just going to do this one because it's so cute and spicy. Like that. Keeping that one. And then these ones I didn't know where to put them. This is You Can Be Iceberg Makeup Palette. And so it's got a blush and a contour shade. But these two shades here are why... I think that's a highlighter, but these two are why I like this palette. I got it from Amazon. Look at that. Beautiful. Keeping that. And then ColourPop Or Could You Not. I couldn't decide if this was like purple, burgundy, what. So I was just like, I don't know. But I'm definitely keeping this palette. I think it's stunning. I really like this shade right here, which is a pretty one. Such a stunning palette. I love this palette. Keeping that. And then these are 4 palettes that I don't really use, but they're not made for Christmas, or Beetlejuice is one of them, so they're not going anywhere. So we have Wonderful Nightmare. It's such a pretty palette. This shade right here is really pretty. It's like a gunmetal color. Look at that. Such a pretty color. Then we have The Nightmare Before Christmas, Now and Forever. This is all matte. Really pretty shade. Then we have Master of Fright. And then we have Handbook for the Recently Deceased. And oh, look, we got another pretty grungy color. Let's do this orange. I like my gunmetal colors. They're just cool. So those aren't going nowhere, period. Alright, so this time I have a couple of groups here to go through. So we'll start over here. I have Persephone by Ditto. This is such a beautiful packaging. I love the packaging on this, but I've had a lot of trouble getting this palette to work. It hard panned really fast on me on a lot of the shades. So I'm gonna let this one go. Wild Chameleon by Hudamoji. This palette is so pretty. But I'm gonna let that one go. And then I have ColourPop Statement Piece. Look how pretty that is. So pretty. Keeping that one. Coral Crush by Violet Voss. This is pretty. Not really my color story. Kept a lot of shades like that, I think. Let's see. I like that color a lot. So those are different. I'm gonna put this in the maybe. Ace Beauty Falling for You. Such a pretty palette. Oops, I still had some pink on my hand there. Keeping that one. Super Bloom by IBY. I did a look with this palette and I loved it. Really pretty palette. I'm gonna keep that one, I think. Yeah. Maybe. I'm gonna put it in the maybe. And then BH Cosmetics, Looking Like a Snack. I think I decluttered this last time and brought it back. Still haven't used it, so I'm gonna let it go. BH Cosmetics, Sweet Shop Cotton Candy. It's like purples and pinks. And I'm keeping this one. So pretty. And then Gourmand Girls, Warriors Wear Pink. I've used this palette. It is stunning. Very matte heavy. Oh, look at that. That color is so pretty. Oh, those are so stunning. Keeping that one. Glamlight Kisses, Hershey's Kisses Lava Cake. Keeping this palette. Look at that color. Oh. Stunning. This is Morphe Just a Crush 9J. So I've used this one. It was okay. I don't know if I need this one. Yeah, I'm gonna let that one go. Revolution times Fortnite. This is Cuddle Team Leader. Not that it says, but I know that's who that is. So cute. Very cute. Keeping that because I was like Fortnite. Pat McGrath Lambs. This one is Divine Rose Lux Quad Eternal Eden. So just a cute little quad. Got this from Ipsy Icon Box. Really pretty. I'm gonna keep that. And I knocked over a bunch of stiff. So then from Pupa, I don't know. This is the Dreamer palette. Very pretty palette. And then there's this one. Coppery D Pio? I don't know. That's what it says on the back. Another very pinky one. So very pretty. Did I swatch that one? I think I did. Very pretty. I'm gonna put these in the maybe because I don't know. I know I want to keep at least one of them. I have 3 total. I just don't know. I don't know that I need all 3. I do like the packaging though. These you can pop this out and take everything out, and these are blushes. So there's 2 in this one and 1 in this one. And then this is Lunar Beauty Strawberry Dreams. This ain't going nowhere. This is amazing. Keeping it locked. And this is Beauty Bay Berries 16 color palette. I do like their formula a lot. I'm kind of starting to run out of space, but very pretty palette. I'm gonna keep that one. Gourmand Girls CS L'Amour. Probably saying that completely wrong, but this palette is so pretty. It works amazing. I love the red in here. Like it's like red. I've got an eyeshadow all up my arm. Keeping that one. It's a very pretty palette. I have to get that red off. And then from Melt Cosmetics, I have Millennial Pinks. And this is a very pretty palette. It's got one of my hairs in it. So I'm keeping that one, and I'll be right back. Alright, now we have purple. So we have Hershey Kisses Special Dark. And this one is not going anywhere. So pretty. ColourPop Lavish. I know a lot of people said they didn't like this palette, but me and Jessica don't like it. And that's a glitter. Look how nice that glitter goes on. So pretty. Keeping that. Then we have Glamlight Wine. Look how pretty that is. Keeping that one. Let me just stick that over there. Maybe it'll balance better. Keeping that. We have a ColourPop on Wing. This is kind of like dark purples. Open. Almost not purple. Ooh, look how pretty that is though. Keeping it not. I don't know that I'll get rid of anything in this category because I love purple. This is East Butte Flower. Probably saying that wrong. And this palette is so pretty. I'm keeping that. Like I said, I don't think I'm actually getting rid of anything here. Look at this. So pretty. Violet Voss Sweet Violet. Very pretty. We got one pink in here. Yeah, keeping that. And we have the ColourPop Flower Palette, part of the Bambi collab. And this is what it looks like. And I'll be keeping this. It's magnetic. That is really pretty black with purple glitter in it. Oh, I like that one. I'm a little heavy on that swatch, but that purple right there, that is so pretty. Keeping that. And then Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsessions, right? This from BoxyCharm. I absolutely adore this palette. And so pretty. I'm keeping that one. So I got rid of 0 purple in that category. I'm not surprised. So next we'll go to blue. So from Revolution, I have the Corpse Bride, the Newlyweds. I'm not getting rid of this because it's Corpse Bride. Look how pretty that is. I had this on Macari. So pretty. So that stays. Lottie London, Love is Love? Cosmic Love is what it's called. Look how pretty those are. Got this on clearance at Walmart where I used to live. Oh, that dark blue is stunning. Oh yeah, that is pretty. Keeping that. Essence Ice Ice Baby eyeshadow palette. Yes, this one should have gone with the grays. It's very gray leaning. That is so pretty. Let's see. I think I can get rid of that. She Glam Ravenclaw. This one is so pretty. Keeping that. And then Believe Beauty, we have Into the Blue. Really pretty. I'm going to keep this one. Hershey's Cookies and Cream palette. Look how pretty this is. Oh, stunning. Keeping that. And then BH Cosmetics Sub-Zero. And this palette is so pretty. I love these bright blues and these icy blues. Ugh. So I think I'm gonna get rid of the Bleep Beauty one actually. I'll keep that. I'll be right back. So these are my like rainbowy palettes. These would be hard to get rid of anything. So first we have Juvia's Place Voila. And this one is stunning. It's got a couple glitters. It's got some amazing shimmers. And these ones have shifty shades in here. Oh, that green is stunning. See that one. So pretty. Keeping that one. And then we have Rick and Morty from Glamlight. I haven't used this one yet, but it is stunning. I haven't even done the haul video on this one yet, but oh my god. I stuck my fingers in there. Couldn't help myself. Let's see how amazing this. Oh, look at that orange. Oh yeah. Look at those. Those are amazing. And this is Spellbound Beauty, the Oracle. I haven't even done the haul on this one yet. So I love their palettes that have like special shades in them, but this one does not. But it is still very pretty. I like that purple and that bright green. Yeah, still really pretty. I'm gonna keep that one. This is Wet n Wild Scooby-Doo. I got this on clearance. Really cheap. The shade is really pretty. Those are pretty. Let's see what this one is. It looks duochrome. Yep. This one I'm going to think about, but I'm leaning towards yes. So this is another Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag Facelift. This is the newer version. I didn't even know there was an older version, but apparently there is. This is like all matte rainbow, all matte neutral. I didn't really know where to put it, so I just settled on this category. It's only got 3 shimmers, but not going anywhere. I love Lunar Beauty's formula. Such a pretty palette. And that one's staying. And then we have Lorella Golden State California. This is a really pretty palette. I really like that shade. But I could probably dupe that shade, to be honest. So I think I can get rid of this one. And so my declutter pile, I'm going to kind of like sit on it for a little while and see if there's anything that I regret and want to pull out. So you might see some of these come back in my collection, but if I do, I'll let you all know. I'll do a little video on anything I get pulled back in. So this is the Cara Duo by Cara Beauty. This one is Pro 9. You Had Me at Aloha. It's a really pretty palette as well. Really pretty, but I don't think I need this palette with all my Glamlight. I think I like their shimmers a little bit better, so I think I can let that one go. And this is Sample Beauty, the Paradigm Shift palette. This is a pretty palette, but it only has like 5 mattes, and only 2 of them are really like colorful. And yeah, I think I can get this, let this one go. Beauty Bay Bright palette. I love this palette. This is such a pretty palette. My fingers look gross. So this one is not going anywhere. I love that palette. Then we have, Glamlight Cake Palette. How pretty that is. Let's do a yellow. I love this banana yellow. Look at that. That is stunning. Definitely keeping that one. And then from BH Cosmetics, I have the Tokyo palette. This one is really pretty. I like that bright green. Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep that one. Ace Beauty Paletopoly. This palette's amazing. This one's not going anywhere. Love this palette. So keeping that one. And then Jurassic World times Profusion Cosmetics. A really pretty palette. Sorry about the mirror. It's got some glitters over here that I haven't used yet, but they're really pretty. I like those. It's got a highlighter in the middle. It's got some really pretty shades in it. I have used this palette and it worked great. That's kind of a fat swatch. This one's not going anywhere. I love Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. I love all of those. And then also by Profusion Cosmetics, this is Jurassic Park, Welcome to Jurassic Park palette. This one plays music. It's gonna be annoying. Really pretty. I'm gonna have to swatch on the other side. The only thing that sucks is like these little shimmery pants down here, like with the paw prints, are hard to get your finger in. But super pretty, not going anywhere. Then we have Juvia's Place, The Candy Shop. This is gorgeous. Not going anywhere. I love this palette. So pretty. Keeping that one. We have Beauty Creations Jasmine. Put it open. This one is so pretty. It's got some really nice, pretty glitters. Got those two, that one and that one. It's just a really pretty palette. And that glitter from there. Keeping that one. I got Beauty Creations Ariel. I love this palette too. Look at that. It's so pretty. Well, looks like I got a shade here I gotta take out. Maybe two. That sucks. That's a glitter. Oh, that's a glitter with pigment. Oh, that's a glitter, chunky shimmer. So pretty. I haven't had this one very long. And it looks like... Okay, that one's fine. But that shade right there has to come out because it is gross. And that shade. And then I'll probably just spray the palette down with alcohol and see what happens. Hopefully the rest of the shades are going to be okay. I'm going to set this to the side because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that now. And then I have a Juvia's Place Culture. It's a really pretty palette as well. Got some glitters, some gorgeous shimmers in here, some duochrome shades. Very pretty. Keeping that one. Let me show that palette now. Look at Jasmine again, make sure. This is my oldest palette from them. And this one don't have anything in it. There, hold on, I gotta wipe these off. Alright, so we have Beauty Creations Remy Circus Clown. This one's really pretty. It has some pastels and some brighter shades. No signs of mold or anything in here. Ooh, that color looks pretty. I got the maybe has some glitter in it, I don't know. Look how pretty those are. Those are stunning. Keeping that one. And then one more Beauty Creations. Let's see. Anything funky? No. Oh, yep, one shade here. It's so weird. So I'll show you some of the other shades real quick, and I'll put this with the other one to debate about. Look how pretty that is. I think this is, yeah, that's definitely glitter. Be good for St. Patrick's Day. Look how pretty that is. Oh, that's a pretty color. And then I have Colorful Dream by Handan. I got this one from Temu. It's a really nice palette. It's a dupe of the ColourPop Fade into Hue, which I also have, and I did a video comparing them. I'll try to link that down below if anybody's interested. This palette's actually pretty nice, and it was really cheap. And it's not an exact dupe, so it actually is like nice having both palettes because they work really good together. I don't know why I just did like two very similar, well, three very similar colors. Very pretty palette. I like this one. I'm keeping that one. And I have this Feather Kingdom by Puder. Could be saying that wrong. Look how pretty this one is. I love these glitters. Well, that did not come out very good. Wow. Well, it looks really pretty in the pan. Really sticky feeling. But anyways. This might be a sequin shade or satin. It's satin feeling shade. Those are so pretty. I'm gonna put this in the maybe. I'm not sure yet. Alright, so that was that grouping. I'll be right back. So these are the palettes I grouped in my pastel category. So first we have W7 Soft Hues Aquamarine. Oop, well, apparently that fell out. Very pretty, but I don't know that I need this. Let me figure out. Oh yeah, I went the other way. And then W7 Soft Hues Amethyst. I don't think I need either of those. I'm gonna get rid of both of those. Then Colorful Rainbow Sweet Delights. This was from Temu. I think it's supposed to be a dupe for I just had one of their palettes out. I can't remember now. But I'm sure you can guess. This palette is so pretty. It only has 2 shimmers though. It's kind of sad. And the shimmers kind of have that waxy feel that I don't like. So I'm going to part with this one. And then Garden of Juvias. I love this palette. It's stunning. Look how pretty that is. So definitely keeping that one. I think that's the first keep. And I have this My Little Oni Kawaii Dreams. Put this in the pastel. This is all matte. I've used this and it's okay. They're no longer in business. So it's kind of like, I like the packaging on it. So this one I gotta think on. Be Bella Cosmetics Life in Pastel. How pretty that is. It's got one glitter. Oh, this one might be a glitter. Same with this one, actually. Let's find out. Yeah, those are glitter. Those are pretty glitter, though. I like those. See, that doesn't look like a pastel to me. Where is that one? That one does. So I'm going to keep this one for now. BH Cosmetics Los Angeles. I love this palette. I'm definitely keeping this one. Such a pretty palette. And then Glam Light. This is the Ice Cream Dream palette. I haven't used this one yet. Is that glass? I don't know. That's cool. It's got all these sprinkles in it. Really pretty palette. Look at that. That is stunning. I love their shimmers. Okay, so pretty. Definitely keeping this one. Don't think I'll get rid of anything Glam Light. So I kept 4 of those. Alright, so we're back with my think about pile. So let's jump into this. So I decided to keep my Glam Light Donut because these shades, the shimmers, I couldn't find anything exactly like them, and I really like them, and I love Glam Light formula, so I'm going to keep this for now. The LYS little palette, I'm going to keep this for now. I want to try it out and play with it. The Stupid Love by House Laboratories. I'm going to keep this for now and keep playing with it. Try to figure out how to get that formula to work. The Tres Luce Dulce Vida palette. I'm going to keep this one for now. I really like this part of the palette. It is so pretty. I'm going to keep this one, try it out. The Kara Beauty Gemini palette. I decided to keep this one. The Aether Beauty palette. I decided to keep. The Coral Crush by Violet Voss. I decided to go ahead and keep this palette. It has some stunning shimmers in there. the Super Bloom palette by IBY Beauty. I decided to keep this. I have used this and I absolutely loved the look. I loved the formula, so I don't want to part with that one. I really enjoyed using it. The Wonder Beauty Wondrous Escape palette. I decided to keep this one. I really need to break this one out and try it. I think it would be wonderful for those neutral days. I don't do neutral very often, but when I do, I need something to kind of be exciting. The Laura Geller Ultimate Palette Hidden Gems. I decided to keep this. The shimmers in here are so pretty, and the formula in here feels amazing, so I did decide to keep this one. And then I have some little bitty palettes. So this little teddy bear I pulled out of my keep pile to think about, and I thought about it and I'm still keeping it. The Laura Geller Italian Marble I had pulled out of my, I'm not sure if this, I said I'd put it in my maybe, but I did decide to keep this. They're really pretty and they'll work beautiful for highlighters. So I'm keeping this. The Lottie London Cosmic Love palette, I'm keeping this. I wanted some drugstore option, so I'm keeping that one. I'm keeping the Cursed by LA Colors. I just chose between the two palettes that were almost the same. I decided to keep that one. The Milani Money Saving Bestie, I decided to go ahead and keep that one. Believe Beauty, I'd put this one in the Declutter and this one in the maybe. I pulled this one out and decided to keep both because this one has mattes and this one does not, and so I thought they would make really good palettes for a drugstore option because these come from Dollar General, and the formula is really, really nice in these. So, and they have an amazing cream blush. Actually, their base, their like blush, highlighter, bronzer I really like, and I really like these, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep those so I have good drugstore options. And this Cream Shop Fruity Smoothie palette I decided to keep. This is my only Cream Shop palette, and they are like revamping their brand to be more like kawaii K-beauty, and so I decided to keep this. I really like the shade and this shade. This is a glitter, but it's an amazing glitter that has some pigment in it, so it's stunning. So I decided to keep this, and if they come out with a collection that is like some of the like characters that I like, then I can compare it with this, and then I don't have to get rid of this glitter that I'm obsessed with. So I decided to keep that. And then this one I had put in my declutter pile, but I decided to keep it because the pans in here are magnetic. They don't pop out, but it'd be easy to get them out with a little bit of heat, and I can turn them into singles. So I did pull this one out, and I decided to keep Golden Hour. The shimmers in here are stunning. These are by Dose of Colors, so I am keeping both of those. And then these Pupa palettes, I decided to keep both of the big ones. They're so pretty. And I'm pretty sure the pans in here are magnetic. Yeah. So the pans are magnetic, so I can always turn these into signals. And the palette itself, it comes apart. If I take this apart, I'm probably going to set it aside because it'll have to be... It's tricky to get back in just because you have to lay these out, and I just nicked that one. Go me. But you can stick a little tool in here and see it pops up. And you can turn this into, you can put like, you could use this to put like money in or whatever after you're done. But see, now I have to line up the pans just right to get it to pop back in. It's the only downside because there's no magnet underneath, even though the pans are magnetic. So you have to reline the pans just right. The easiest way to do it is usually flip it upside down. Since it's already messed up, I'm just gonna finish popping it up to show you. Let's see, this part is empty, so you could pull that thing out. And clean this up. And you can reuse this with the mirror. But these pans are magnetic, so I could easily put them in any magnetic palette if I wanted to and just get rid of some of the shades or rearrange the color stories, make my own color stories with them. Okay, very magnetic. So I think that is really cool that they make the packaging reusable like that. And it's easy to snap back together. Voila. Done. So that's pretty cool. And you can pop the mirror out. I haven't actually done that yet, but the mirror comes out too. You just have to get something thin to put in there. So yeah, you can pop the mirror out. But yeah, I think this is really cool packaging. I like the way they try to make them as reusable as they can. So I'm keeping those. So that is my pile of keeps. And then I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these Beauty Glazed Meet Your Match palettes. They're really nice. I did really enjoy them, but I haven't really reached for them for a while. And I just have so many eyeshadows that I'm going to part with those. The Handan Rosé palette. This one is so pretty, but I've had it for a little while and I haven't reached for it, so I'm just going to go ahead and let this one go. I really like the packaging though. It is so pretty. The Violet Voss Sweet Violet Fun Size palette, I'm going to let this one go. It doesn't stand out against some of my amazing special purples I have, so I'm going to let that one go. The Handan Colorful Dream palette, I absolutely love this palette, but I have some amazing rainbow palettes and I just feel like I need to cut down some of my rainbow palettes. So I'm going to let this one go. I'm actually going to give this one to Jessica because she's obsessed with this palette. It is stunning. I really enjoyed using this. I just feel, like I said, I got to cut down a little bit. And with all the special palettes that I have, some of my not special palettes are just getting not used. So I want to get some of them down a little bit. So this one I'm going to give to Jessica. The Ciate London Olive palette. I'm going to let this one go. There's only like 3 shades in here that I'm even interested in using, so I'm going to let that one go. Violet Voss Sunkissed Summer. I'm going to let this one go. I feel like the shades in here I'm interested in, I have elsewhere, so I'm going to let that one go. LA Splash Golden Gatsby. This is such a pretty palette, but the shades in here that I feel like I would use, I have elsewhere, so I'm going to go ahead and let that one go. The Profusion Dark Castle palette. The outside of this packaging is just so awesome. Really like the way it looks. Such a pretty palette. I like the shades and everything, but I feel like I have these shades over and over and over again in my palette, in my collection, and I do have the 2 Jurassic Park palettes by Profusion that I will not get rid of because they're Jurassic Park or Jurassic World. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this one go. And this palette is absolutely stunning. I enjoyed using it, but I don't feel like I would reach for it over all of my indie palettes. So I'm going to let this one go. It is stunning. I did enjoy using it. It is a great option for a more affordable palette. The Kara Duo palette in Very Good. This palette was really nice. I enjoyed using it. But once again, if it comes down to my Midnight palette or some of my special shades, I'm just going to reach for those before I ever reach for this. So it's just going to get ignored. I feel like, so I'd rather pass it on. This Feather Kingdom palette by Pallete. Really pretty. Some amazing shades in here. But like I said, I get to cut down my rainbow palettes a little bit. So I'm going to let that one go. The Empowered palette by Hudamoji. Very neutral. Very pretty. But I don't think I'll get that much use out of it. So I'm going to let it go. The My Little Oni Kawaii Dreams palette. This is all matte. They're no longer in business. The formula is, you really have to build it up. I think it's an older palette. It was given to Jessica to give to me by one of her friends. The friend's mom, I guess, worked for this company. So I'm going to give this back to Jessica because it came from her friend. And I'm just going to let her keep it. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to mattes, I have mattes that perform way better. But like, this ain't going in the trash or anything because it is stunning and it does have like special meaning. I mean, it is such a cute little palette. I wish they were still in business so I could try like a newer palette from them, but they are not. It is such an adorable little palette. The Scooby-Doo Wet n Wild palette, I'm going to part with this one. I just don't feel like it stands out in all of my palettes. I got this on clearance at Walmart super cheap. Let that one go. This is the other LA Colors palette that's just like the one I decided to keep. I just decided I'd let this one go. This Color Nymph little bitty palette, I just decided I didn't need that. The New Nude Huda Story palette. Not really my kind of color story. Very pretty though. I just don't think I'll use it, so I'm going to let this one go. This is the third little pupa palette that I had. I decided to keep the two bigger ones, and I'm going to let this one go. Such a cute palette, but this blush is already in one of those, and a lot of these colors are too, so I just feel like this one is too repetitive with all the shades in there, so I'm going to let this one go. And then the Ace Beauty Quintessential palette. There are some really pretty grungy shades in here, but they're too repeated through all my palettes. The shimmers aren't anything special compared to a lot of the shimmers I have. So I'm going to let this one go. I like this artwork though. This is so pretty. I'm going to let that go. And then the Makeup Revolution Games of Thrones palette. Now that I have the, I think it's Urban Decay palette, I'm going to let this one go. Super pretty palette. It does have some amazing shimmers in it, like duochrome shades. But it's huge. The map's kind of weird, and I just decided I don't really need it, so I'm going to let this one go. So those are decluttered. And then, let's see. I'm going to come up with some totals and be right back. So this is my palettes now. I'll put up, you can see a bunch of them right there, and then we have a row here. And then the last row. So these are just some little smaller palettes. My Hershey Kisses palettes by Glamlight, and then I got my donut in its box, the cake palette, and the ice cream palette in its box. So, and then down here I have a drawer of smaller palettes, and then a drawer of the She Glam Zodiac palettes. Some empty drawers. I'm still organizing stuff, so those are going to end up with stuff in them eventually. And then over here is two more drawers with some smaller palettes in it. And then over here, and my totals ended up being, I decluttered 56 and I kept 200. So I got rid of about 20%. So I think I did pretty good. Let me know what you think, and thank you so very much for watching. If you like videos like this, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.